Hi everyone, welcome to class. I'm Kate, I'm an English teacher here on Verbling, and today's class is for intermediate learners. Today's class is a speaking class, and we'll be focusing on discussing hypothetical situations through a game or speaking activity called Would You Rather. For those of you who are new to Verbling, Verbling is a language learning platform that offers classes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So wherever you are in the world, you can take a class that suits your schedule. Okay, so as a reminder, today's class is for intermediate learners, and it's a speaking class. And we'll be playing a game called Would You Rather. Okay, so I want to welcome the students who have arrived. Let's see, Alexander.
Hi, hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, sounds
Um,
great.
Alexander, where are you calling from?
Well, I'm from Central America, El Salvador.
Oh, okay, very interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, nice to have you here.
Okay, thanks.
And then we have Amari. Hi,
Hi, teacher. How
how
are
are
you?
you? Doing well, how about you?
I'm fine, teacher.
Good.
That's great.
Uh, Amari, where are you calling from?
I'm from Brazil, but I am currently living in Mexico.
Ah, okay, cool. All right, well, great to have you
Yeah.
here as well. Julio, hi.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
How are, well, for me it's good evening, but good
Uh,
afternoon.
Good evening.
How are, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And
Great.
yourself?
And doing well, doing well. And where are you calling from?
I'm from Mexico, teacher.
From Mexico. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have two people calling from Mexico. Very cool. And Rodrigo, I know already. Rodrigo, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Okay. So I think we're still waiting for a few more students to arrive. And while we do, I'll start to explain how this game works. So has anyone played this before? It's kind of like a game slash speaking activity. I don't know exactly how to um, describe it, but the game is called Would You Rather. Would you rather? Has anyone played this before, or does anyone know how this works?
I
No.
didn't.
You did? Okay. So Amari, tell me what you know.
No, I don't
You said
know.
you didn't. You didn't.
Yes.
Ah, okay, good. Okay.
But,
Uh,
okay.
did someone say yes?
I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Rodrigo.
Just you ask something, you just answer it. What you rather be or think about.
Hi, teacher.
Teacher?
Hello, teacher. Uh, I
Um, I think that connection is rapid.
Yeah, and I think that is because she has an HD webcam, and the connection here is not so good. So maybe that is why as well. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
I thought it was me, just her face just froze.
Yeah, so then we need to wait, right? For a
Yeah.
moment. I don't know, maybe.
But I don't know you, but I have been some getting some problems with the Hangout. I mean, it wasn't my internet. If it's
Eh,
her problem, I think he wouldn't she wouldn't be here so
yeah,
fast.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what is the problem here, but yeah, even right now your voice is breaking up, so sometimes I can't hear you clearly. And if you have a good internet connection, yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Then, okay, teacher, no, she's not here yet. Wow.
Renta, el depósito.
Hi, class. Is anyone still here? Okay, I'm very sorry. I lost power and I lost my internet. So, anyway, for those of you who are still watching, hold on, let me write a message. Okay, so we were just really starting class about 5 minutes ago when I lost power. So I'm very sorry about that. So students, if you still want to do the class, I'd be happy to have you, of course. Just go ahead and rejoin and we can get started with the activity. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. Very sorry to both of you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I lost the power in my house went out. So I had to
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
reset
understand.
everything. Okay, so very sorry, but we can get
Yep.
started.
But I think that right now most of the students are in the other in another class. I think with another teacher
With another
because
teacher. Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah because we didn't know what happened. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
no, of
okay.
course. Anyway,
Okay.
we might have a small class, but anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Alexander and Julio, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Okay,
Okay.
so I was just asking, do any of you know or have any of you played the game Would You Rather before?
Well, I haven't played, but I have like the idea about
Okay.
this game, and I
Okay,
think that
so
it's like a game, right? Like,
mhm,
asking questions like, would you rather do something or would you rather do another thing?
absolutely.
So it's something
Yeah,
like that, I think. I don't know. I just have the idea.
no, that's exactly right. So essentially, I'll give you
Okay.
the choice between two options. Sometimes it's two good things, and sometimes it's two bad things. And
Okay.
I essentially will want you to sort of tell me which thing you would rather do, so which thing you would prefer to do, and why. And a lot of times there will be very strange choices that you'll have to make. And in past classes, this has led to some good discussion. Okay, so and hi Rodrigo, welcome back. Sorry about that. I lost power.
No worry.
Okay, so I guess we'll get started, and if other people join us, that's okay. So hopefully this will lead to some good discussion. Okay, so the first one, would you rather be invisible or be able to read minds?
Well, I'd rather be able to read minds.
Tell me why.
Because it's so cool. I would know what everyone is thinking.
You would know what everyone's thinking, okay?
Yes.
But what if they were thinking bad things about you?
Oh, I
That
I
would be my
would,
fear.
yes. I didn't think about it.
No, it's better. It would be very cool. Okay, so and the others, which would you prefer? Would you rather be invisible or be able to read minds?
Okay. In my case, I would rather be uh, able to read minds as well.
Okay, tell me why.
Well, because I think that being invisible, it could be a little bit dangerous because nobody will know if I'm there, and maybe if they are doing something like throwing things, and maybe I might get hurt or something like that. So it's not so good for me. So uh, I would, I would rather be able to read minds.
Okay,
It's
so you're
better.
saying it could be dangerous to be
Yeah,
invisible.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, good. And so, Carlos, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I was just telling the other students that I lost power in my house, and so my internet obviously went out. So sorry about that delay.
No problem. It happens with me sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, right? You can't do anything about it. So, okay. So, Okay, and hi, Amari, welcome back. Thanks. All right, so the next question. Would you rather be stranded on an island alone or with someone you hate?
Well, I think I prefer staying on the island alone because if I stay in an island with someone that I hate, probably I will kill this person.
Okay,
It's
good.
better.
Okay, so you would rather just be by yourself, right? Okay, and one small thing, I would prefer two. When we have two, if we have a verb following prefer, we always need to put to in front of it. Okay? Small correction. Okay, good. So you say alone. Classmates, what do you say?
I'd rather be with someone I hate
Okay?
because I would have someone just say something or even fight, but it's better to have someone.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean, right? So it would just be so lonely to be by yourself. So you're saying
Yeah,
even someone that you really dislike would be better than having no one.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Other comments? I want to hear at least one more. Do you agree with Rodrigo that you would prefer to at least have one other person with you? Or are you like Carlos? You would rather just be by yourself?
I'm on Rodrigo's side. I mean, I would rather uh, be stranded in an island with someone I hate
Mm-hmm.
because, as you mentioned, I mean, it's better than nothing than being with anyone. It at least two people. I mean, we can support each other. I know we can maybe we hate, but in an island that could be really helpful
Uh-huh.
in order to
Absolutely.
survive. If not, I mean, just
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you could be on, you could need someone else to help you figure out how to get all of the basic things you need. Absolutely. Okay. Good. Any other comments here? Okay, I have another one for you. Would you rather find true love or $10 million? Was
Of course, $10 million.
that Amari? That was you, right?
Yes,
Okay.
of course, $10 million.
Of course. No
I
question.
think this will be my love.
Okay, so with $10 million, that you're happy enough. Okay.
Yeah, because I can buy a lot of things I want, or something like that. Make an investment in the bank or something like that. Earn more, travel more. I don't know, happy more, smile more. A lot
Okay.
of things.
And what if you spent the rest of your life alone? Would it still be
Yeah.
worth it?
Depende. I don't know,
Okay.
teacher.
I guess with $10 million, you can probably buy love. So,
I needed to find this love, this $10 million.
okay. All right.
After that, I tell you.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Classmates, what do you think?
I'm with him.
You're with him.
Yes, because I think the chance to find a love is bigger than win $10 million. I could win $10 million, then later I could try to find a love.
Okay. So you're saying that, okay, that's a good point, right? So if you have this choice, you you think that it's obviously more rare to be offered $10 million, so you would take that now and then look for love later.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see, any other ideas here?
I disagree.
All right. That's
Okay.
too romantic.
No, it's not romantic, but uh, I'm not rich, but I'm not poor, and I don't feel like having more, um a lot of money will make me better. I don't think that that's what I am. That is not what I'm looking for. So in my case, I've I disagree with that. I don't think that being millionaire will be better for me. I mean, maybe that changed my life, but might change my life, but it's not something that I would like. It's weird,
Okay.
I know, but yeah.
Okay. I like
So,
that. Interesting. So
yeah.
it's not even really that you're a true romantic, it's that you think that having that much money would not be that good for you.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need a lot of money to be happy. So sometimes if you have just what you need, it's sometimes it's just okay. That's
Okay.
what I think. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. Any other comments?
Yeah, I agree with my friend. I think that the most precious things in
Finally. Woo.
life don't come with a price tag. And
Okay.
I'm the kind of person that enjoy the little things in life,
Okay.
and I don't see how money would enrich my life right now. I think that finding someone to share your ideas, your thoughts, having someone to chat, or maybe if you just travel to a place nearby with someone that you really like, that you really love, that would be the greatest trip in your life, rather than traveling all over the world with people that are just with you for the money.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Good. All right. Good. And okay. So this. Okay. Very good. And so we have the class very split now, and we haven't heard from Carlos. Carlos, what do you think?
Well, I agree that love is important for a lot of people, and I'm a romantic person as well. But I think I can find someone by myself, and $10 million is not so easy to earn. So I think I prefer $10 million.
Okay. So you would take the money. All right. At least we had a little bit of disagreement on that one. Okay. Good. Okay. So let's do one more, and then I want to talk a little bit about what kind of verbs and verb tenses and structures we're using when we answer these hypothetical questions. Okay, so think about that as you're answering this next question, which is, would you rather not be able to use your phone or not be able to use your email?
I would rather to not be able to use my email
Okay, why?
because uh, I don't use email as much as I use my cell phone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so simply because you use your phone more. Okay, very
Yes.
practical. Good.
My answer is the same. I prefer use my phone because I can make a call or something like that, send a message, and in my email, no, it's not. It's not usually to
Okay.
use.
Okay. All right. Other thoughts?
I agree. I would prefer not to be able to use my email because at the end of the day, if I have my cell phone, for me, it's better. I mean, I don't use email all the time, so
Mhm.
so for me, the second, I agree with the guys here. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Does anyone disagree?
Well, no, sorry, I agree. I think that
Okay, you agree also.
email is now outdated, and now with all the messaging apps that we have right now in our cell phones, we can communicate very efficiently. So I think there's no much discussion about it.
Okay. But then, okay, so my question for all of you is, what would you do at work? right? So if you have an office job,
And message.
Oh, yes, in my job, in my current job, I use my mail frequently.
hmm
It's very difficult to stay without my mail, I think.
yeah,
It's difficult.
yeah,
But
because
in my personal life, I prefer to use phone.
okay, all right, fair enough. The rest of you, how could you work without email?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat your question?
I said, how would you be able to function at work without your email?
That question was for me?
No, just for the class in general.
Okay, okay.
Well, I don't think that the email is so indispensable. I do think that some companies still have it because it kind of give a more proper format to send your messages or your mails, and definitely it's more formal than just texting. But it's
Uh-huh.
pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same idea. You're just sending a message, so
Okay.
maybe they are just very fond to it. They don't want to let it go. But I
Fond
think that
of it?
in fond of it, yeah, sorry. And I think that in a couple of years, people are going to be using different platforms, especially in companies, because they need to evolve and they need to become faster.
Okay, interesting. So like more instant ways of communication.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so one thing that I really liked in Julio's answer was he used the word indispensable. Have the rest of you, are you familiar with this word?
Yes. Like
Yeah, good. So what does it
Yes.
mean?
something that is needed.
Yeah, it's so if something is dispensable, right? Okay, it's a cognate in Spanish. Okay, fair enough. Okay, but okay, so if something is dispensable, it means you can get rid of it. So if it's indispensable, it means you cannot get rid of it. You cannot throw it away. Okay, so great word. Okay, let's see. We had one new person join us, Obaid. Can
Yes,
you hear me?
teacher.
Hi.
Yes.
How do you pronounce your name?
Yeah, always. That's right. How are
Obaid.
you, teacher?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Okay, so have you been following along?
Yeah, this is the first time I joined with your class.
Yes, okay. Great. So, okay, so we just answered some different would you rather questions, right? Where I give the students a choice between two options. And before they answered the last question, I asked them to think about what structures, what sort of expressions or verb tenses they had been using in their answers. So, what do you think? What sorts of verbs, specifically which tenses, do you use when you answer these questions?
Yeah, you mean this, your questions about the website filtering or what?
Sorry?
Your questions about what?
It's for the whole class, and it's about when we're answering these would you rather questions. So, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? Right? The students have been answering this type of question, and I'm asking what tenses, what verb tenses have we been using in our answers? Any ideas?
Uh, no, sorry, I'm not understand your questions. What do
Okay.
you mean intended?
Okay, that's okay. I think if you listen, it's more for the students who have already been answering.
Okay.
So no worries. So the rest of you, what do you think?
I heard.
Sorry.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, just go. No, sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead.
No, I just know that would is like the second conditional
Good.
for
Absolutely.
hypothetical situations, but I don't know in this
Excellent.
case this is present or future
No, that's exactly right.
or just okay.
Perfect. Okay, so essentially, yeah, we're using second conditional sentences, right? We're saying, so for instance, uh, if you say, so if we're answering the question, the last question, would you rather not be able to use your phone or not be able to use your email? The ideal way to respond to this would be to say, okay, I would, conditional, I would rather not be able to use my email because if I couldn't use my phone, I would have problems talking to my friends and family. But if I wasn't, past tense, able to use my email, it wouldn't, conditional tense, be as much of a problem. Right? So as you said, Alexander, this is a second conditional sentence. So if that
Sorry,
means,
teacher, but
yes.
yeah, I disagree a little bit with you
Okay, tell me why.
because what I was taught is that this is a modal, so it means that it doesn't have a special tense. It
Okay,
would be a second conditional if we were using the if clause.
absolutely. You are absolutely right. So would by itself is a modal verb, right? And so we are using modal verbs, and they're not in a specific tense. That's absolutely right. They don't change. But I'm saying we can use the second conditional, right? These if clauses to answer these questions. So if you listen to the example I just gave, I said, I gave an example of if I was unable to use my email, I wouldn't have that many problems. Something like that, right? But yeah, in general, the thing that we've been using the most is this would, right? The modal verb that expresses possibility.
Yeah, like
So
if I were to choose, I would rather do this and that.
Yeah,
Right, that's
or
second conditional.
or
I
I guess what I mean is for when you're elaborating on your and you're explaining why, right? Because since we're talking about hypothetical situations here, I think that if you elaborate, it would be a good idea to try to do it using these if-then statements in the second conditional.
yes, the thing is that I think that in the case of would, I mean it can be used for multiple things,
Hmm.
not just as a model. It can be used as well for offering things like would you like something to
Hmm.
drink or for other things. So I think that in this case it's just the second conditional, but as well as a modal verb, and I think that it can be used for other
Okay.
structures. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's absolutely right. There are a lot of ways that we use would in English. It's a very useful modal verb. Okay. So whether or not you're using the second conditionals, you are, which if you can throw in a second conditional statement or two in your answers, I will be very happy. If not, I'm already very happy with the good discussion that's going on. So are there any questions at all before we continue with these would you rather questions?
No, teacher, so far so good.
Okay, great. So the next one. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
If I had to choose between shouting and whispering, I would
Good.
rather just whisper, because I think that's more romantic.
It's more
And that would
romantic.
get me around with the ladies, rather than shouting. Probably
Yeah,
would only get me in trouble.
shouting's not very romantic, that's true. Okay, good, Julio. Very good. And he used the second conditional. Very good. Okay. Let's see, other ideas. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I'd rather be able to whisper as well,
Okay.
because I don't like people who shout very much, and there is megaphone.
Yeah, there are microphones and megaphones, absolutely. Okay, good. What about the rest of you? Would anyone prefer to shout?
No, in my case, I would rather only be able to whisper because if I were able to shout, that might be a little bit unpolite as well.
Yeah, it would be impolite, for sure, yeah, if you were walking around screaming at people all the time. Okay, good.
It will be very useful in soccer games, though. Only
It
shouting.
would be useful in soccer games. Okay, good. Let's see, Obaid, what about you? What do you think?
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Let me a few minutes after me, guys, to answer. Then I
Okay.
will try. Okay.
Okay, take your time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So Amari has been typing. You like to sing, Amari?
Yeah, sometimes in the shower, I think I am loud, but when I am in a meeting or in a conference in my job or something like that, I prefer to talk like a whisper, because I can talk about any subjects with the person very close to me.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think, as some of you were saying, I feel like you can always use a microphone, right? But it would be very difficult that if you could only shout, it would be very difficult to make your voice more quiet. So,
Yeah.
okay. All right, any other comments on this one? Okay. Next, would you rather own a ski lodge or a surf camp?
But I'd rather go to a ski lodge because I don't really like surfing, and I'm kind of a little afraid of water. Well, not water, but sharks.
Okay,
And I
fair
think
enough.
so. And I've never been in a place where it snows. I've never seen snow like face to face, so it will be
Oh, really?
nice. Yeah,
Okay.
and even I don't know how to ski, but I think I would just enjoy being around the snow and make,
Yeah.
I don't know, um, like how do you call it? Like snow angels and
Snow angels. Uh-huh.
snow dummies. The when you make like a person out of snow,
Snowmen. Snowmen.
snowman, yeah, and a snowman, yeah.
Mhm. Good. Okay, good. So you'd like to try something new. Okay. What do the rest of you think?
I agree with him because uh, I've never seen snow as well, and I like it. But I like surf too. But
Okay.
I prefer ski lodge.
You prefer a ski lodge. Okay. One thing, I've never seen snow either.
Okay.
In this case, instead of using as well, we would use either.
Okay.
Okay? Good. Very good. Let's see, Moore, who just joined us.
Hi,
Hi.
hello.
How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing good and I'm surrounded by snow.
Yeah, that's what I see. I was going to say this seems like the perfect question for you.
Oh, what was the question? I didn't get that.
The snow was, would you rather own a ski lodge or a surf camp, and why?
Oh, I would have a snow lodge
Okay.
because yeah, here many snowing in winter season,
Uh-huh.
so that it could be a business, my own business.
Okay, so you would make a good business.
Right.
And where are you?
I'm in Japan.
In Japan. Okay. Okay. Cool. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Good. So, would anyone prefer to have a surf camp?
Yeah, it's me. I mean, I would rather own a surf camp because at least in my country, we have a lot of places where we can go and surf. So for me, it's better to have a surf camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And do you like to surf?
I have never tried,
You've
but I
never
have
tried?
some, but I have some friends that they like it.
Okay.
So yeah,
And maybe they could work for you at your surf
yeah,
camp.
that's true.
Okay, good. All right. Other comments?
I think it requires more skill learning how to surf because at least when you are on the snow is steady.
Mm-hmm.
But we are when you are on a surfboard, it's difficult because the water it's like it's not steady at all. It's moving, and I should get seasick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you get seasick? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely true. I think, if you're learning how to ski for the first time, it's either you fall over or you don't, right? But with surfing, you actually have to try to get up. So I feel like that would be harder to learn. I think that's a good point.
Yeah, but it's very painful. Once you go tumbling down that snow slope.
That's
It's very
true.
pain. Yes.
It can be very painful. More, do you like to ski?
Yes. I would rather loving loving what to call this snowboarding.
Ah, you like snowboarding.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so most of these have been positive choices. Um, not all of them, but now I have a kind of drastic negative choice. It's difficult. Would you rather have no arms or no legs?
It's too difficult that question.
It's very difficult.
um, maybe arms. Maybe arms because legs you can walk far away or something like that.
Okay, all right, so for you,
You
walk.
you can to learn use your legs like your hand. I
You
don't
think
know.
so? You could use your toes to eat and things like that?
I don't know. Maybe
Maybe.
depends on situation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I would rather uh, not to have legs as well because I can use a wheelchair and I can use the rest of the activities almost as I
Okay.
used to. Because if I don't have legs, at least I can move. But if I can eat and if I can go even by myself to the bathroom, I can clean myself. So all that stuff it could be a little bit annoying and for some people. So
Okay.
uh,
Good. I think that's a good point. So yeah, you're saying your arms are very useful. We use them for a lot of things.
yes.
Okay.
Well, teacher, well, in my case, I'm actually paralyzed from the waist down from
Really?
an accident that I had when I was 5.
Wow.
And well, I have my arms, and that's great because I can join cool websites like this, and I
Absolutely.
can
Yeah.
learn English.
Yeah. And
Well,
you said that it was from an accident a long time ago or recently?
that was when I was 5.
When you were 5. Okay.
It was
So
a car
you
accident.
okay, so you've been living for a long time like this. And
But right now you can walk or something like that. Where it's okay right now, your body.
No, I can walk. I use a wheelchair.
Oh my gosh.
okay, and Julio, do you think that in a wheelchair you can still do almost everything that you could do walking?
Um, Sorry, teacher, I was just pulling your leg.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sorry, I just
Oh my god.
I said it would be like I don't know, something very terrible
Oh my
to
god.
talk about this with someone with that handicap. But
I
no,
know
I'm
you
just
made
kidding,
me feel
teacher.
so bad. How
Yeah,
horrible.
I know. Sorry, teacher. I just
Okay.
couldn't let it go. No, I'm just kidding. I know.
All
I
right.
have friends that are on wheelchairs,
Yeah.
and actually they are very active and they do a lot of things. I mean, and they don't
Yeah.
even care. Yeah,
No,
there's a
yeah,
point where you just get over it and you just continue with your life and do a bunch of stuff, and you try things twice as hard
right.
than yeah than other people. So
Yeah,
my respect for everybody. I'm happy with the teacher.
Okay, I got your I got it. Your idea, Julio. I think the teacher was leaving.
oops, sorry, sorry about that.
Sorry about the joke,
I was
teacher.
so
It
angry
was
about the joke that I left.
yeah,
No,
I
it
was
was an accident. No, no, that was a good, it was a good prank.
mad.
No, yeah, but I agree. I think a lot of the people I know that have had that happen to them all seem to push themselves even harder. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. So, let's see. Let's do another one, which is, would you rather have an elephant's trunk or a giraffe's neck?
Like as a trophy or
No, like on your body. Like
uh,
your nose would be an elephant's trunk, or your neck would be like a giraffe.
mm, that's a good one.
Yes, come on.
Wow.
Um,
um, I don't know. Probably an elephant trunk. I think it would be more. No, maybe a giraffe's neck. It's kind of
Why?
be difficult to drive because you will have to have like special car.
Hmm.
Or maybe you can drive a convertible.
A convertible, I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, I think that you can. I don't know. You will first to know when it's gonna rain, and you will also be able to watch the movies or watch a movie on the in the theater better than everyone else, or
Hmm.
watch a game or a concert.
That's true,
Yeah, it has its
absolutely.
advantages.
Okay, good. So yeah, it definitely has some advantages. Do the rest of you agree or disagree? Which one would you choose?
I choose an elephant. I think it's okay in safari in Africa, South Africa. I don't know.
Okay.
I think if I get to travel there, I I try to get an elephant trunk. I think it's a good experience. Yeah.
No, no, but wait, so I'm confused. What do you mean get an elephant's trunk?
I think he's talking
mm,
about like a trophy.
Ah, like a trophy. Okay, no, this isn't a trophy. This is part of your body.
No, no, no. Giraffe's neck, I think.
The giraffe neck.
It's better.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a good point, right? With a long neck, there are some advantages, but do you think there would be any advantages of having a trunk as a nose?
Mm.
I can't think of any, right?
Maybe you can eat peanuts
You
without
could
using
eat
your
peanuts.
hand,
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
or snorkel.
Yeah,
You can go
you can take a
snorkeling like
shower.
without using snorkels.
That's true. You could go snorkeling. All right, any other comments on this one?
But I would rather have an elephant's trunk as well.
Oh, really? Okay,
Because,
tell me why.
well, in my case, because if I had a giraffe neck, I won't be able to sleep on my bed. I won't be able to find any clothes as well. So I don't think
Yeah.
that's for me here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's true. There would be a lot of practical difficulties with having a giraffe's neck. Absolutely. Okay. So,
Especially in
Yeah,
cold
you.
weather.
in
In
cold
cold
weather, yes,
weather, yeah.
you would need like 20 scarves. It would be hard to keep your neck warm. Okay. All right, so somewhat related. Would you rather be 3 feet tall or 8 feet tall? So
I'd rather.
for those of you who use meters, 3 feet tall is a little bit less than a meter, and 8 feet tall is like 2.5 meters, almost three.
I'd rather be 3 feet tall because it's not so much. And if I would be 8 feet tall, I wouldn't fight clothes and something like that.
Okay. All right. So, and you think it would be easier to find clothes for
Yeah.
for someone who is shorter? Okay. All right. Do the rest of you agree or disagree?
Oh, I disagree. I'd rather be 8 feet tall because if I were like that, I would be able to play basketball and actually reach the hoop. And I think I also will be great in volleyball. And I think that girls dig tall guys.
Okay.
So
So you think that you could get the girls? Okay.
yeah, I can get the girls because I'm actually dark and handsome, but I'm not tall enough. So with that, I will have the whole package.
You would have the trio of tall, dark, and handsome. Okay. Very good logic. All right. Any other thoughts on this one?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Okay. All right. So we'll do a few more. I like this one. Would you rather live in a place where it is summer every day, or live in a place where it's winter every day?
I'd rather be in a place where it's winter every day because where I live is almost like summer every day.
Oh, really? Okay. So it's too hot?
Yes.
Okay. Have you
Yes.
ever lived in a cold place?
No.
No. So you would like
But
to try it?
if it's something different, I would like to try it.
Okay. Cool. And the rest of you?
I think that you can do more things under warm weather.
Mhm.
I think the cold weather is a little bit depressing, and you don't really feel like going out. You also have to have a heat in your home because if not,
Mhm.
you freeze to death. And I really like being out, and I think the cold weather, especially if it's snowy, you have to stay indoors, and that kind of sucks, and it actually depresses you a little bit.
Mhm.
I used to live
Yeah.
in a cold city, and right now I live in it's a coastal city, so it's sunny and
Mhm.
warm most of the year.
Mhm.
When I was around 18 years old, I was tired of the hot weather, and I decided to move to a cold city,
Uh-huh.
but I couldn't stand it. It was
Yeah.
like really depressing.
Yeah. A lot of
Uh,
people say that. That it
yeah,
really can affect your mood.
yeah, it affects your mood really bad. So I decided to move back. And now when it's really hot, I just think about those days when it was really cold back then in that city, and I say, oh, it's a little bit of hot. It
Yeah.
doesn't
It's
matter.
not
I
too
have
bad.
air conditioner. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. And Amari, you say you like the summer also?
Yes, teacher. I would rather live in very close the beach. The beach. It's okay, my pronunciation
The beach.
on the beach. Yes. And the weather is like a summer always there, in my opinion. I
Mhm.
prefer summer than winter.
I prefer summer to winter. Yeah.
To
Good.
winter. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Is
All
that
right.
And
correct,
you,
teacher?
teacher?
Sorry?
Sorry, sorry, I have a grammar question. I
Yeah.
prefer summer to winter, or I prefer summer over winter? Which
You
one is
can
correct?
say both. So I
Both.
prefer summer to winter, and I prefer summer over winter. I would say I prefer summer over. No, they're both correct. Both are correct.
Both are correct.
Could you write it for me, teacher?
Sure.
That's grammar.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I think that also in a warm weather, you can see the ladies like wearing really short skirts and
Okay, so Julio's
big
all about the
cleavage.
ladies, right?
Well,
So
it is always you will have something to look at, and in
if
the
you were
warm weather they
tall,
are
you could
covered
get the
from.
ladies. If it were
Yeah.
warm, you could see the ladies. Okay. One-track mind. Have you heard this expression?
No, can you type it?
A
One
one-track
track mind.
mind. It means
Okay.
when you're always thinking about the same thing. So you could say he has a one-track mind. He's always thinking about his ladies.
About the ladies.
Okay. All right. Well, we're running out of time. Does anyone have any questions or comments before we wrap up the class?
My teacher, it was very interesting. I really
Okay.
liked it.
Good, I'm glad. So thank you all very much for participating. You had a lot of good ideas, a lot of fluid conversations, and I really appreciate you participating and sharing your opinions. And again,
Thanks so much.
thank you. And again, I'm very sorry about the interruption at the beginning, and thank you all for coming back. Okay, so
No
I hope
problem.
to see you. I hope to see you all again soon. All right, and have a good day.
Bye, teacher.
All
By the
right,
way,
bye
you are the
bye.
cutest. You are the cutest teacher in Berlin.
I appreciate that, Julio. All right, see you all.
Bye.
Bye.